Hello, Linda. This is Bobby. It's about Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going to record this quick video for you so that you can see what I did here. So, as I'm sure you're probably familiar with, this is a screen capture of our MLS system. And here's how I selected criteria. I chose all statuses, as you can see here. I did all closings from January 1st, 2019 forward. I didn't have to go back that far, but I'm really wanting you to see that I used the most amount of data that I could possibly. I chose only residential, only one stories, in other words, ranches. Um, I did price range from 150 to 250, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom on the main level, and on the square footage here I went from 1250 to 1400, so it's kind of right in that middle spot. The reason I did that criteria right there is because if I made it any lower or any higher, the amount of comparables I was getting was just too much to go through. And as you can see down here in the corner, I already have 29 matches that we're going to go through here. I'm not going to go through every single one, but you will definitely get the idea. So last here I have 2-car garage, and on that note we're going to go to the map. Now from the map, let me clear this real quick here. So right here is your dad's house, and all of these pins are basically all of the comparables. So I don't care about everything on this side of Telegraph. I don't care about everything over here. I'm really just going to kind of focus on just kind of this area right here. Just kind of straight down Telegraph, and I'm going to scooch down here just a little bit more. Those are really our comparables right there. And so out of those, we have 39 to look at. I had 29 before, but I made my rectangle a little bigger. So let's start at, I'm not going to go all the way up to 250. Let's just start at 225, and you'll kind of get an idea here. This is what 225 looks like. And I'm going to increase the size of the screen here just a little bit. So you can very quickly see that just visually, this is probably not a comparable. Let's go to the next house that's 225. Again, you can see that these are probably not the best comparables for Don's house. These houses are very, many times will be very similar age, not always, but conditionally speaking, they're pretty updated on the inside. This is the last one I'll look at here that's kind of in this 220, 225 range. Okay, so next, let me go back to single line here. Let's jump down to, let's go to like 200 here. I'm just going to pop around here a little bit so that you can see quickly. And I am going to email all of these to you, so this won't be your only chance to review. Again, these are fairly updated, very contemporary homes. Let's go back to, so that was 200, and let's look at this 190. Real quick, O price is the original price that it was listed at, and then 16 days later, so days on market, they lowered the price to 199.9, so 200. And then at that time, they captured a buyer that eventually closed at 190. So I'm looking at that final sell price. This one was sold for 190. Vaulted ceiling, newer floors, sort of your pretty typical these days. Contractor gray or dove gray paint, stainless steel, tall cabinets, more updated windows. So this was 190. Let's jump to, let's see, 180 maybe. Here, let's go to this 185 right here in Town Woods. So this one listed for 177.9, and then it sold for 185. So it actually sold for almost 104%, or 4% higher than sell price. or I'm sorry, list price. Not a lot of pictures on that one. Let's go to the next one here. Here we go. Oh, I am not going to use this one because there's a backstory on that. This house listed for $225. It sold for $175. It's not a great comparable. I can tell you about that later. Here we go. This one's listed for $200 and sold for $175. Let's see what that one looks like. Let me zoom in on this one just a little bit. So this one definitely is super clean. It has more of the original, you know, floor, cabinets, vanity, countertop, cast iron tub. Kind of has more of the, starting to get more of that feel like Don's house. Now this one does have a finished basement. It's pretty dated, but nonetheless it is got walls, it's got flooring, ceilings, it's electrified. Here's the unfinished part. Okay, you get the idea here. So we're starting to narrow in. Here's the kitchen. Okay, very similar, like these posts. Let's see here, 175. Let's go. Here's another 175. These are all in the comparable area. Check out those kitchen cabinets. Is that nice or what? No school like old school. So, you know, again, it's super clean. You know, it's emptied out. It also has a finished basement. It looks like it's been cleaned up, well maintained. Now this one appears to be brick on 3 sides, including the back, and then sided on this back part. Big porch, big deck on the back. So let's keep going here. Here's 165. Vaulted ceiling. Definitely an updated kitchen. All right, so it's interesting that this one is 165 because even though it looks pretty updated, it looks like this house might have been in rough shape. So I want to not consider this one in our comparables because this house looks like it's in better condition, but probably had issues with the previous homeowner or something. So scratch that one. Let's keep going here. Previous, here's a 160. I do like this house as a comparable, but there's just not enough pictures. So there you go, 160. I would say that this is probably pretty comparable to your dad's house. Very similar square footage for sure. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is a 2-car. Attention investors and rehabbers with a little TLC, blah, 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 blah. I think you get the idea. This one's probably very similar. Okay, last one. This one listed for 150 and sold for 153. And unfortunately, we just have this one picture. Okay, so I'm going to send these to you. Stay tuned, and we'll talk soon.